Artist Marcella Rose expresses her passion for nature through the mediums of painting and metalwork design.
My name is Marcella Rose. I'm an artist. I paint, sculpt, and design jewelry, and I live in Pelican Rapids, Minnesota. I like to paint animals. I love to paint nature. It's all divine to me, so bringing out that divineness in matter is what counts for me. I love the beauty of it, and I like listening to the messages. I'm completely in the moment, and I just look at the image and put some paint on there and watch it happen. Basically, I just kind of let it come through because I don't have any preconceived idea. I can't paint buildings. I can't paint fence posts. I can't paint anything that's man-made for some reason. It's like that old thing about I can't draw a straight line. Can't do it. No, I got to stick with something that's breathing and living and alive. As a little girl, I've always drawn. I started out drawing horses, actually, and I started doing fashion illustration and just went into advertising illustration. But I always kept my love for doing anything with nature, so I always did that. Here we have Compassion. It's a pelican. I was inspired as soon as we moved up here to Pelican Rapids. Pelicans are very compassionate animals, as they will actually save their young by taking their own life. Then we have Promise of Glory, a loon. I hear them every day, off and on all day long. We have a little family living right out front here. Blue heron, of course, they're all over around here. The water birds are abundant. The trumpeter swans are out front, especially in the spring. This piece right here is it's a diptych of just spirit, just pure spirit. It's called Renew and Recharge. Unattached observer in this world, not of it. Journey beyond opposites, the language of transcendence. Sincerity, honesty, enthusiasm, tenderness, goodness and grace, abundance of life. I do write for my paintings a lot of times. It's just like whatever comes through to me once the artwork is done. And it's usually in a prose format because I don't call myself a writer, but it just kind of comes through. So yeah, I usually include that on the, on the back of an article or on my website. Yeah, I eventually like to put a book together and then put everything in there. I love to design jewelry. It just feels like fine art that lasts for a very long time. I can cast in silver or gold. This particular pendant, Embrace the Fire Within, which I'm wearing right here, is all about empowerment. It's a symbol of inner strength and passion. It's like a tactile affirmation, basically. You can feel it with your hand. It was made to hold right there. So that's Embrace the Fire Within. Then I have Radiance, which is like a little star, which is basically the same symbol times 4. It's like for the 4 directions, 4 seasons. It's representative of consciousness, creativity, compassion, and cooperation. And that I have in a pendant and in earrings. All of my jewelry is sculpted in wax and cast in silver or gold. I just started playing with wax one day and melting it with a hot tool, and I loved the feeling of it. It was, again, a lot like the oil paints, just very fluid and lifelike. I could get some very interesting things in it, so I just kept doing it. I just started doing it on my own, and then I did take a small course in casting to learn how that was done. I found out that that's not something I want to do, so I actually hired that out. But the actual design and creation of the piece is my own, and I self-taught there. And this is a portrait of Bobby Vee. I was invited to be part of the Invitational at the Rourke Museum last year, and the theme was the American Songbook, so it was just a no-brainer for me to paint Bobby Vee since I listen to him all the time. So then when I painted it and I contacted the Vee family, they suggested that I bring it over, that they could see it. And Bobby loved it so much that he actually signed it for me, so this is his signature. I want people to be inspired. I want people to just see the divine in themselves by seeing it come through the painting, I think. Because that's what I'm trying to portray, and I just believe that if somebody's looking at that, they will pick up on the same feeling that I had perhaps when I was in the moment painting, and inspire them to do it. The fact that I do believe that we're all artists, and most people don't seem to believe that, but it's a way of life. And when I'm painting, I don't hear, see, feel anything else. I'm just there, and I believe that that is a connection with the divine. I would like them to have that same experience and find their own path, their own excitement, their own passion.